Well, tonight we're starting a three-part series on how to make a fabulous Thanksgiving turkey.
In part one, we focus on brining the turkey. Here's an interview that Mike did with a prominent Milwaukee chef.
Thanksgiving, a week from tomorrow, often a time of high anxiety for the person doing the cooking. So tonight we are delighted to be joined by Chef Michael Feker of the Mito restaurants in Milwaukee and Wauwatosa. Thank you so much for being with us.
Thanks for having me.
Pleasure.
Thank you.
Okay, so it is a stressful time for the chef of the house. What are some of the keys to making sure that everything is just right?
It is stressful because, first of all, we do not take our own peace and serenity to mind. Once you do that, you start thinking of ways to managing things. I have a huge saying that if you want your bird to shine, you have to brine. And when we brine, you're basically opening the pores of the bird and allowing that osmosis process, which is the help of the salt, take all this flavor in there. I have some water that's coming to a boil right now. We have a little bit of dry rosemary powder. We have a little bit of, isn't that like somebody just slapped me with flavor?
Delightful.
And a little bit of black pepper that goes in there. And this is what is important here also. This is an undressed lemon. This is the dress of the lemon that we know also as it peel. And I zested it so you have all that natural oil in there. That's going to go in there. Then we're going to take this hot boiling water and we're going to pour it over this, as you can see. And everybody at home, when you want to do this, you hold the water over the container, not away from it, and you pour gently. Right now what's happening, you're creating this warm bath for the bird to swim in. Meanwhile, we have one more important ingredient here, which is the sodium that we know in a chemical form, or sea salt in this case that I'm using. The sea salt is going to go in here. Don't think that is too much salt, because 3 times as much this liquid is going to be added to this liquid as ice. Why do we want to chill this? Is because once we put that bird in this hot bath, is a growing place for bacteria, and we don't want to do that. We always want to cool the brine down. Then this bird goes in there, and this goes in your, everybody, this is why we're lucky. You do not need a refrigerator. Our garage temperature is lower than the refrigerator, which is really 40 degrees. This goes over 6 inches above ground on a milk carton. And if you don't have a Cambro, such as this container, then one of your home appliances, stores such as Home Depot or any of those, a nice bucket that you dedicate to your brining. In the garage, 24 hours, you're gonna have a magnificent bird. Then there's the cooking techniques that are going to take into place, and all those complementing and the casts that come around that bird and complement it. And those are something else that we're going to talk about soon. All these trimmings from the bird are going to be the key for the sauce that we know as gravy down the line. So don't throw these away. Make sure that your neck, bones, and all those trimmings are set aside. That bird is going to go in here, is going to sit with some ice over it as well, so to dilute the salt content. Allow the salt to go within the pores of the ingredient that we know as turkey, and dry out.
You're going to have the bird of your life. Now tomorrow we're going to show you how to make sure that your turkey is nice and juicy. We put a link to El Mito's website on our website, so you got a lifeline if you need one. Also, just a quick note here, your restaurants are actually closed on Thanksgiving Day, but people can get packages that they can pick up the night before.
Correct, and that's exactly, we go back to what you said about stress. I do the work, you enjoy the fruit of my love that you bring to the table. So the bird is brined for you, ready to go in the oven with instruction. Your stuffing, your spinach, your everything else, maple butter, potatoes, everything is done for you. Take home and enjoy.
Pick it up at home the night before, pop it in the oven Thanksgiving Day, and enjoy.
And take me home with you.
We'll be back tomorrow to take a look
at
at more.